land forgotten by many. Under the blazing sun of 18th century West Africa, a child was born, not just to live, but to awaken the hearts of a nation. This is the story of a man who feared no king but Allah, who stood against tyranny, ignorance, and corruption. A man who lit the flame of Islamic revival, with nothing but knowledge, patience, and faith. This is the life of Sheikh Usman Dan Fodio, the Lion of the Savannah, a scholar, a reformer, and a mujahid. Usman was born in the year 1754 CE in Gobir, in present-day northern Nigeria. He was from the Torabi clan, a Fulani family known for scholarship, piety, and love for Islam. From a young age, he was unlike other children. He memorized the Quran early, mastered Arabic, and showed signs of deep spiritual insight. He would sit for hours with his teachers under trees, in dusty huts, writing in ink made from charcoal and water. But young Usman did not seek knowledge for fame. He sought it to change hearts. Knowledge without action is a burden on the soul. Just like the Prophet, Sheikh Usman learned so he could guide, not just know. As he grew in knowledge, he began to see the disease spreading across his society. Tribalism over Islam, kings taxing the poor unfairly, scholars selling fatwas for bribes, Muslims mixing Islam with pagan practices. And so, he began to speak. He preached openly, sometimes under trees, sometimes in marketplaces, calling people to Tawheed, justice, and sincere worship. He wrote books in Arabic, Hausa, and Fulfulde. He taught men, women, and children alike. His movement became known as the Yin Tariqa, the path. But the kings were not happy. Like Prophet Musa stood before Pharaoh, Sheikh Usman stood before rulers who feared losing power, not losing Allah. The ruler of Gobir grew jealous and afraid. He banned Usman from preaching, burned his writings, and began arresting his followers. Usman was offered gold, position, and comfort if he would just stay silent. But silence in the face of injustice was betrayal. In 1802, he was forced to flee his hometown. Along with his family and students, he migrated just like the Prophet, seeking a place to establish the truth. This was Hijra, not just of body, but of the soul. Whoever migrates for Allah, He will provide for him from where he never imagined. Quran 65 verse 3. The seeds of a revolution were now ready to bloom. By 1804, Usman declared a defensive jihad, not for power, but for the freedom to practice Islam purely. Villages joined him. Scholars pledged allegiance. Even other tribes sent warriors. He reminded them, "We fight not for land, but for La ilaha illa Allah." Battle after battle, they faced trained armies with little more than taqwa and trust in Allah. But like Badr, the sincere always had divine help. He was declared the Emir al-Mu'minin, leader of the believers. A new Islamic state, the Sokoto Caliphate, was born, a land where justice ruled, scholars led, and Quran was law. Indeed, Allah will establish those who believe and do righteous deeds. Quran 22 verse 41. This wasn't a kingdom, it was a revival. Unlike other rulers, Usman didn't live in palaces. He wore simple clothes, ate basic food, and continued teaching. He delegated leadership to trusted lieutenants, his brother Abdullahi and son Muhammad Bello. He focused on writing, guiding, and purifying the people's hearts. He promoted women scholars. He established Islamic schools and courts. He believed that the pen was more powerful than the sword in the long run. Books like Bayan Wujub al-Hijra and Nuru al-Albab became light for generations. A just ruler is among the 7 shaded on the Day of Judgment. Hadith, Bukhari, and Muslim. And Usman Dan Fodio was that just ruler. After decades of struggle, knowledge, and reform, the Sheikh knew his time was near. He withdrew from leadership, spent his last days in Daikar and writing. In 1817, he returned to his Lord, but he left behind a flame that could not be extinguished. The Sokoto Caliphate would last over 100 years. Even today, his teachings inspire Islamic revivalists across Africa and beyond. His grave may be hidden, but his legacy remains clear in the hearts of every Muslim who loves truth and justice. Usman Dan Fodio was not just a scholar. He was a revivalist, a mujahid, a leader who proved that real change begins with sincerity and knowledge. In a time of darkness, he became the lamp. In a world of confusion, he was the compass. He reminded a generation that Islam is complete, and that the Quran and Sunnah are enough to guide any people, if they hold fast to them. What excuse do we have today, when we have light, but refuse to walk toward it? The story of Sheikh Usman Dan Fodio is not just history. It's a call to revive our souls, our homes, and our ummah. Let his legacy live through you. Seek knowledge, stand for truth, reform your heart, and if this story touched you, subscribe for more inspiring Islamic stories like this. Because the ummah needs more light, and you could be part of that light.